Okay, what's up? Welcome back. We're going to be talking about roaming and teleporting ghosts in this video. So there's 3 ghosts that I wanted to talk about, but I kind of felt like they deserve their own video to do it. It's going to be the Banshee, Phantom, and Wraith. Alright, all 3 of these ghosts have very unique roaming and teleporting abilities. So this game I actually have a Banshee, and I can kind of show a couple things about the Banshee. So I'm not going to go into detail about certain things, but I just want to show the roaming capabilities of the Banshee, because that's how it's different than other ghosts. So what I'm going to do is, I have a Banshee, and the ghost room is the garage here. So I want to demonstrate the roaming ability of the Banshee. So the Banshee can roam to its target anywhere on the map as long as it's on the same floor. So a Banshee cannot roam from different floors. So if I had a Banshee in the basement, it would not roam to me up here. It has to roam on the same floor. Okay, that being said, it can roam to you anywhere on any map as long as you're on the same floor. So it can roam far. It can roam across a map. And just like we explained in the roaming video that I did, the Banshee, instead of doing a short roam or a long roam, the Banshee will just roam to your location. It'll just know where you are, and it'll just walk to wherever you are. And it can interact with things. It could start a hunt, depending on your sanity. So I just want to demonstrate that a little bit. So what I've done is I've set up 4 different motion sensors around the house. So the first one is not too far away, but we're going to watch this for a minute. If we just stay here behind this motion sensor, the Banshee's going to come in here and it's going to roam to me. So it's going to trigger that motion sensor. And there it is. It just came into the detection range of that sensor and it left over here. What that Banshee did is it just came and just walked right over to me. Basically stood on top of me and then walked this way. Now that was close to the ghost room, so we'll try going a little further away. So I have another motion sensor set up right here. So let's watch this one. So now the Banshee just came into this living room. And it left over here. So now the Banshee's over here somewhere. So now we should see the motion sensor pick it back up on its way out. There it is. It just walked into detection range and out. So that Banshee just came in here, stood right, walked right on top of me, came over here, and then walked back and left. And let's see, I got one in here too. So we'll go all the way in this bathroom here. And I just tripped the breaker, so let me get that back on. Alright, breaker's back on. So now we're going to watch that motion sensor. And it should relatively soon just roam right to me and trip that motion sensor. And there it is. It went into that storage room for some reason, but it came in here. Okay, and then I got a 4th motion sensor set up down here. So let's see if it roams to us here. It should trip that motion sensor. And there it is. So it just roamed right to my location here. It's still here, hasn't gone back yet. And it threw something somewhere, maybe nursery. Now it entered the circle, it's back by me, now it left. So it just came in, basically stood on top of me. I think it walked this way and went in here and threw something. So that's an example of the Banshee roaming to the player. So it will roam to you anywhere in the map as long as you're on the same floor as it. Now the Phantom will work the same way, except the Phantom can go between floors. So if you're in a big map like prison or something, it really doesn't matter where the ghost room is, the Phantom will find you, and the Phantom will do the same thing. So you can use the same method to actually see if it's roaming to you with the Phantom. These motion sensors work great to test for Banshee or Phantom on big or small maps. They work good on zero evidence too, but it does demonstrate how the ghost actually walks to you. And the third ghost we're going to talk about real quick is the Wraith. So the Wraith has an ability to teleport to the player. The Wraith will just teleport right on top of you. And it happens every game. If you're not low enough to get hunted yet, then you probably won't even notice. Unless you have an EMF or a motion sensor at your location. A Wraith is going to leave an EMF when it teleports. So if you think you might have a Wraith and maybe your salt is down in the wrong place or something like that, you can always go away from the ghost room and just hold an EMF or throw an EMF down on the ground and see. If a Wraith teleports to you, you will get an EMF too. So a Wraith can teleport anywhere on the map. So it doesn't matter the size and it doesn't matter what floor, a Wraith can teleport right on top of you. So the Wraith can still do its short and long roam, and it can hunt from those positions, but it can also use its ability and teleport to the player. And then once it teleports to the player, that's where it physically is. So if it's time for the ghost to hunt, it can hunt from that location at the player. And the same thing with the Phantom and the Banshee too. They both will do their short and long roams, but then they have the ability to roam to the player. And if your sanity's low enough where you can get hunted, then they can roam to your location and start a hunt. So that's all I really wanted to talk about with the roaming and teleporting ghosts. So that's going to be it for now. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.